eBay. You've heard of it, you probably hate it, but no matter what you feel about it, you probably recognize that it's been a very important part of the Bakugan community, as it lets us find old Bakugan and buy them fairly easy at a not so appropriate price.
What the hell?
But something about eBay I don't see many people talk about are these random listings on there where it lists a lot of random 3 to 5 Bakugan. I've never really heard anyone buy one of these and have something good to say about it, but I also never heard anyone buy these and have something bad to say about it. I mean, honestly, I just haven't heard anyone buy them at all. So I did the logical thing and I bought 3 of them, and I'm going to open them and see how much money I wasted. In total, I spent about $90 for 3, so about 30 each, but they weren't all exactly the same. I believe this one was about like 22 with the before shipping and tax, and then this one was about 30. So we'll be doing the lowest first and then going up to the highest one. Now, full disclaimer, I entirely recognize that I probably won't be getting my money back. I mean, there's no point for these sellers to have these up. They're just random bulk and then just give a bunch of cool rare stuff randomly. They're gonna lose money, so I don't expect to make money. But what I do expect is that there's at least something interesting in here that made buying these worth it, like something not everyone has. Like, I don't want to see a bunch of like Ventus Alpha Percivals or whatever, a bunch of bulk that no one wants. I want to at least, like, you know, at least a special treatment or like a B1, something that not everyone has. I'm not going to be including the sellers like stores or whatever where I bought it from, because I'm not going to endorse this, but I'm also not going to denounce this unless it's straight up garbage. If I get like a bunch of like $2 Bakugan, I'm going to be pretty pissed. But yeah, if I get something good though, don't take that as a reason to just go buy them all out. Like, it's not going to happen with everyone. It says random 5 for a reason. You might get something really nice that you wanted and you might not. It's just entirely up to what the seller's feeling like. But yeah, like I said, this was $90 for a video. So if you enjoy it, and if you want me to do something similar or just more regular Bakugan content in general, then please like this. This costs a lot, but let's just get into it. This is the least expensive one. I believe this was about, like I said, $22. So probably going to be the least impressive one. If it like, I mean, I don't think this is from different sellers. I don't know if I said that, but all 3 are from different people. So it could be entirely different things. They have different opinions on what bulk is. But I'm going to grab the first one that's open already and see what it is. It is a Dynamo, an Aqua's Dynamo. That's pretty interesting, actually. I think Dynamo is one of, not a rare trap, but a little more uncommon. Dynamo is actually my favorite trap. I actually bought specifically a Aqua's Dynamo for my collection because it is my favorite, and I'm an Aqua's guy. So I kind of already have one of these. But I guess that's cool. I mean, I'm not like mad about it. He is kind of sticky, which worries me. I'm not a stranger to sticky Bakugan, but he's like extra sticky. Like, this isn't like rust sticky. This is like this is like the sock under your bed sticky. It's ugh. I don't know. I don't even know if it'll fully close. I do also expect that, like, oh, that's probably why his legs not all the way in. Okay, I do expect them to at least all work. That I feel like that's baseline, like, decency. They don't have to give me like super exclusive stuff and that'll like blow me away, but like give me stuff that works. This does work though. I'll take Prius off this gate card just to drop it. Well, like I said, very sticky. Oh wow, extremely sticky. Well, that's actually kind of creepy. When he opens, this half like slowly unfurls like a spider that's like dying, you know, when they like crawl up like upwards. That's gross. That's gross. He's gross. This is gross. He's sticky and gross. But yeah, I already have one of these. That's fine. This is kind of interesting. Like I said, Dynamo is a little more uncommon of a trap. So I'm not exactly mad about this. That's pretty cool. I don't remember any of these listings specifically saying they will have traps. It's just they literally just say 5 random Bakugan. So it could be actually anything. And I guess trap technically are Bakugan, so. Alright, another one that's open. I'll grab this one out. And it is a dual elfin, Chaos dual elfin. This one looks kind of dirty. I can't tell if that's dirt, if that's just Chaos, like glow, like glitter. No, no, definitely a little dirty. I don't know where this person got all these Bakugan from, but they're either sticky or dirty, and that worries me. Well, she opens fine. Chaos Duelphin. Duelphin's pretty common, I feel. Chaos, not as common. I feel like usually you see like Ventus ones that people don't want, but Chaos is kind of unique. I also do hope we get something in its native attribute. That'll be nice. But yeah, Duelphin, not as cool as the Dynamo for sure. But at least she's not sticky, just a little dirty. Let's actually take out the cards, because I think that's what's opening them up. Yeah, the cards that came with it, 5 random cards. Ooh, Freya Switch, Gorum, Balaton, Turbine, Helios, and Julie's Launcher. Okay, yeah, I mean, if you throw up a card in here, they're just gonna open like that. It's gonna wear down the magnet. Not a huge fan of that, but fine. 5 random cards. I think it did say that, so that's to be expected. All right, another one that's open. This one, I'm gonna try to guess what this one is. This feels like a Hammer Gorm. I was right. Pyrus Hammer Gorm. And this one has like a little bit of weak spring. Not a very good sign so far that all of them have either been sticky. This one's also sticky on the legs. Although I think this is just a problem with Hammer Gorm. I'm not breaking my nail over this Pyrus Hammer Gorm. But each one has either been sticky, dirty, or slightly flaccid, I guess you could call this. All right, let's roll this. Maybe the roll will be fine. That was a terrible roll. Not particularly impressive. Let's try spin shooting them. Okay, no. I thought you could spin shoot Hammer Gorm. Can you not? I also think it's just kind of a weak magnet. For sure, a weak magnet. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, this guy's worn down. Hammer Gorm is also pretty common, pretty bulk. So far, the coolest thing is the sticky Dynamo. Not something to be proud of. Okay. Last open one, the other one is closed. This one, I'll just take it out. Okay. It wasn't Alpha Percival, but it's Darkus. You know what? Technically, I mean, not technically, this is native attribute. It's Alpha Percival. Not a canon Percival variant, but if it was, it would be Darkus, I assume. So this is fine. Alpha Percivals are very easy to find, but I don't hate the model. I like it a good bit. It is Darkus. It is technically native attribute, not canon Bakugan, not like for sure. I mean, I'm sure there's something that says that it's the canon attribute, but yeah, I guess I got what I asked for. I should have probably been more specific and not mention Alpha Percival, because I feel like I kind of cursed that. I feel like if anything, this guy is going to be the one we see multiple times throughout each single package. But alright, that's not terrible. This is like a Bakugan I would keep. I don't think I have a Darkus Alpha Percival, so you know what? This actually does go onto my collection if I ever wanted an Alpha Percival for whatever reason. And you know what? Not sticky or dirty whatsoever. I mean, the legs you could argue are a little sticky, but they're just manual. I think that's just kind of how they are. But he looks to be in good condition. No stickiness. He might be dirty. It is hard to tell because he's just really dark. You can't really see dirt like you can with the Chaos Duelphin. But all right, probably I wouldn't say the best one. It's not for Percival. Probably still Dynamo. Probably still goes to Dynamo for the best one so far. But the Percival is a nice addition. And the last one. So would I count the trap as like a special thing? Like when I meant like something special in each one, I was talking like a special treatment, like a Pearl or like a B1. I mean, B1s are a special treatment, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't know if I would count the trap, but last one is a Pyrus Blade Tigra that doesn't want to open. Like at all. Oh, that's lovely. Wow, no, I can't open this thing. Oh wow, that is terrible. It's so sticky. I'm gonna break this thing trying to open it. No, I think it is open. Okay. No, this side's not, I don't think. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna bother opening it like that. It'll just stay like this. The legs are also really sticky. I don't understand. Like, how do I mean? Okay, is there rust on these? Let me see. No. Okay, this thing's dirty. You could see right there. There's some grime, and even on the pirates, there's something nasty happened to this Blade Tigra. Someone like Blade Tigra too much. Foul, just gross, sticky, terrible, disgusting. Not good. The worst one of the bunch for sure. Not only because it's a Blade Tigra, no one really cares about them. But also it's just my fingers feel sticky now. That was gross. Okay, so if I had to rate this, I'd say the Dynamo is definitely the best one. A little sticky, but it's okay. Alpha's probably the next, just because it is native attribute. Then the Duel, then the Hammer, and then the Blade Tigra. You can't even rank this. That's terrible. I'm not even gonna look at that. It's gross. That's like that. I would even consider as not functional, which is something I said before. Where bare minimum, you give me something functional, right? Because like that thing, I can't use. I can't use that. I can't display it. It's gross and dirty. I don't want to clean that. Because who knows what got dirty, what dirtiness happened. This is from some random person on eBay. I'm not going to trust that. I am disappointed that I even touched it. So honestly, I would say I got, and then even the Dynamo is like sticky too. It's just okay. I would say that was 4 functional Bakugan, and 2 of those 4 have some kind of issue. And this was like $22 before everything. So after taxes and I think shipping was free. After taxes is probably like $25. So for $24, you get 4 Bakugan, a piece of junk that's on the floor and gross and sticky, 5 cards, which honestly, I mean, these cards are in good condition, but like they're cards. Cards aren't really worth much. So I don't know. This is probably like, add like $1 to this. I don't know the exact prices. I'm not going to be that guy and go off the exact prices. It's more about the experience I had while opening these. And I'd say it only had 2 nice parts, the Alpha and the Dynamo. And then 2 worrying parts. I mean, the Dynamo was kind of worrying, but at least he's cool. At least it's a cool trap. Two worrying parts, a dirty Elfin, and a not, like little erectile dysfunction Hammergorm. And then a really disgusting experience with the Blade Tigra that was gross everywhere, sticky everywhere, didn't open, and it's a Pirate's Blade Tigra. Not only that, but like attribute diversity I think is also important. There was 2 Pirates Bakugan in there. I would have liked if each one was at least different, you know? So I'd say overall for $25, this was pretty damn disappointing. But hey, I guess I got, you know what, I'll leave the Alpha Percival here, because I will actually be keeping that. These other ones, I don't want that. I don't want these. I mean, I would have wanted this, kind of, if I could clean it and make it work, but I already have one. These other ones, like, whatever. Okay, the first one, not that great. I mean, it was the cheapest, but they're not like a huge difference. This next one is going to be the second least expensive, or second most expensive, or middle. This is the middle. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. This one was $28, about almost $29, before shipping and everything. I think shipping was free and all this. So no, okay. So after it wasn't free shipping, but like $28. I'll just say $28 because the other one was, yeah, $20 and then shipping. Doesn't matter the specifics. It doesn't matter. This was 28. Bottom line. I wish I could say that like I got this idea from something else. Okay, I kind of did. I had this idea. I mean, I'm sure you've seen people do it for like Pokemon lots. You know, you get like random lots from eBay or something, random listing, see what you could get from it. I guess that's mainly where I got the idea from. I've never seen someone do it for Bakugan. I'm sure there have been, but not that I've seen. But like, it's kind of something I did entirely on my own. I didn't console anyone before this. Like, this would be fun to waste money on, and then I did it. So I have no one to blame for myself for this. Anyway, next one, we'll just go to the cards first because that's what came in first. Unlike the first one, the cards are in more rough conditions. Not only the corners, but you could feel like the film or whatever, the plastic falling off of it. But Percival Field is actually a really cool card. Not only because of the art, I love this art. We used it in anime style for Battle Marionette. Not to plug that game. This isn't about that game, but play that game, please, and watch all the videos on it. There's been a new guide video. Watch it. Yeah, cards not the great condition, not the best condition, but I'm not here for the cards. I don't think anyone's gonna buy these lots for the cards. So we'll start it off. First thing I could feel, oh, they're all like lumped together. I'm gonna try to open this, do it one at a time. I see a Ventus, I'll grab that first. Alright, first come up, it seems like the Gandalian Invaders. Ooh! Ooh, actually, I don't have this guy, and he looks very, I don't know what this guy's name is. But I like him a lot. He almost looks like he could be Native Ventus, but I'm sure it's like Darkest or something. But yeah, Gandalian Invaders guy. I'm actually gonna look at this guy's name. Okay, I know this guy. He appears on a lot of like cards for Gandalian Invaders and stuff. He's actually native Aquos, interesting. And he's actually like a crab kind of crustacean being. Thought it was like more of a bug. But you know what, Ventus I think kind of fits him a little more if you ask me. I mean, other than I guess him being a crab. But no, this guy is cool. I like this guy for sure. Gandalian Invaders, I mean, some of them definitely are like more common. I don't know how common this is in terms of Gandalian Invaders. I kind of just ignored that entire season and Titanium Surge. I am happy with this so far because this guy is pretty cool. I've never seen him. He's a cool model. He's not native, but I think the attribute also fits him. The Gandalian Invaders model that I actually like is a rare sight, so pretty pleased with that. That's not bad. He's probably like $2 or something, but I don't care. I like him so far. Oh, holy shit, there's no way. Oh my god. Our next Bakugan is a fucking Aqua Cyranoid? What the fuck? Really? Okay, like not great condition at all. Like definitely pretty worn. But still, that's an Aqua Cyranoid. And I guess I didn't roll this guy. There's something more important happening right now though. That's fucking crazy. Maybe a weak magnet, potentially? I mean, I would believe it. This thing is pretty beat to hell. But, like, I don't have an Aqua I don't have a Cyranoid. Okay, yeah, very weak magnet. Not really mad about it. Like, okay, she's not sticky at least. She is worn. I wouldn't even say this is dirt, because, like, every single bit of her moves. I don't really know how to work these legs, I'll be real. Like I said, I don't have a Cyranoid. I don't even know if these legs do move. I feel like they don't. I feel like I'm being played for a fool. Doesn't matter. I mean, she functions like she works. If you can't. I don't think you could ball with her. But like at least when you slam her on the gate card, she opens, and she's not sticky like the Blade Tigra. And she's in her native attribute. That's really good. That's a really good pull from one of these, I'd say. I mean, Aqua Cyranoid, you know, not terribly expensive, but also not cheap. I mean, it definitely like devalued by the damage and like, you know, the magnet being a little weak. But I'm not mad about that at all. That's awesome. No, I'm happy about that. Okay, I guess we roll this guy now that I'm done gloating over it. My Cyranoid that I now have. I wanted at least one Cyranoid that I like. Like, it would have been fine with like a Chaos Cyranoid eventually. But the fact that I just got an Aquos one from one of these is kind of crazy. Let's roll this guy. I don't know that's how that's supposed to work. Okay, next one, another one that's open. Pyrus Ravenoid. Okay. Ravenoid's cool. Let me see if I can do a swirl here. This table's probably a little too small for that. Hold on. Okay, whatever. We'll go with that. Pyrus Ravenoid works a little loose. Not a bad Bakugan. We've seen Pyrus Ravenoid in the show at least, which kind of does matter to me if we've at least seen one. But no, yeah, Pyrus Ravenoid. Not much to say about it. I definitely think this one's the most bulk out of all of these for sure. But honestly, I don't know if there's anything I could complain about from here on out with the first two. And I'm not gonna complain about the Ravenoid because Ravenoid's cool, and Dan had a Pyrus Ravenoid, so that makes it cooler, surely. Second to last, another open one. I wish these wouldn't come out open, but whatever. It is. Oh, it actually is a B1. It's a Pyrus Reaper. Nice. So we actually did get a B1, like I was hoping for. Kind of had a struggle with them. I won't be. He doesn't want to say. He doesn't want to stay closed. No, this guy does not want to stay closed. I don't know what's going on with him. Okay, I think I got it. Like I said with the first box, attribute diversity. 2 Pyrus so far, just like the last one. Not a fan of that. But at least there is a B1. At least there's a native guardian. And at least there's like a little more uncommon. Like out of all the Gundalian things I've seen, this is one I've seen the least. So far, not the worst. But yeah, attribute diversity, I would have liked if this was a different attribute, even if it's like Subterra or something. It's also not opening super well. It's not staying closed super well, and it also doesn't want to open super well, okay, there you go, which I find interesting. There's something up with this guy, I don't know what, I don't really care to find out what. It's a Pyrus Reaper. I think Reapers in an off attribute are pretty common. Pyrus I've seen a couple of from lots and stuff. Subterra I've also seen a lot of. So out of all the B1s, not the most impressive, but it's a B1, which is something I wanted. So that's fine. Again though, wish it was a different attribute. Okay, on to the last one for this lot. I think this one was closed. Yes, it was. This feels, I'll try to guess. No, it's not closed. I'll close it before. I think it's a Warriors. I can't close it. Okay. Yep, it's a Warriors. Darkest Warriors. I don't know what it is, but legs like these always get stuck, and I always break my nail on these, so I'm just not even gonna open the legs. This is honestly just happens with every single Bakugan that has legs like these, where you like pull outwards. I hate it. So I'm not even gonna count that against like the seller. Darkest Warriors is another one we see like in the anime. I think we only see 2 Warriors actually. No, that's not true. We see 3. I think we see an Aquos, a Pyrus, and a Darkest. So 50-50 chance that we actually got something that we see in the anime, which does matter to me on a weird level. So yeah, probably not the best finisher, but I also am not disappointed in this. Because, I mean, this lineup is very good for a random lot, I feel. Like I said, $28, I believe. I say this was kind of worth it. I mean, I'm not going to check the prices, but I feel like this Cyanoid's pretty crazy to find from a lot like this. This guy is really cool. Kind of one of my favorites from Gundalian Invaders now that I've seen the toy. These 2 are actually just the Reaper. Reaper's a little funky, not a big fan of it. Also overlaps with the Pyrus Ravenoid being the same attribute. So that's probably the weakest. Which is funny because it's the B1, and the B1's kind of like is what I was asking for. But then I'd probably put Warriors in front of Ravenoid, and I'd probably rank it like this. Cyranoid, this guy, I already forgot the name. Darkest Warriors, Ravenoid, and Reaper, just because I feel like you see Ravenoid more than Warriors. But compared to the first one, like, absolutely blows it out of the water. For $6 more, this was so much more worth it. None of them were gross. None of them were sticky. I mean, this guy's legs are sticky, but that's, again, just a problem with like these kind of legs. They all work. I mean, this guy, I don't know. There's something up with this guy. He's usable if you mess with him enough. It's like those chargers, right, where you use it so much that you have to hold it at a certain angle for it to actually charge your phone. It's like one of those. If you click it in right, it'll work. But if you don't, it doesn't work. But still works, unlike that gross-ass Blade Tigra. So, not super mad about it. This one, very good. Okay, and the last one. I need to start off by saying this one might be slightly skewed in my favor, and I didn't mean for it to happen. So what happened was, I bought the random 5 lot from this seller, and I bought more stuff from them as well. But I wanted to make sure that the stuff I bought for myself was separate from the random lot. So I had to tell them myself, like, hey, can you please, you could have them in the same package, just put them separately so I know which is the random lot and which is the 5 I ordered. And for some reason, I made a reason why. I told them that, oh, me and my friends are doing this thing where we're buying these random lots and we're going to have a game with these lots and these random Bakugan we get. So there's a chance. I had a lie. I had a lie, make that random lie. I didn't realize till afterwards that me saying that might have skewed it a little bit by them being like, oh, maybe I should give them higher G stuff so they'll win or whatever. I had to lie that I had friends to play Bakugan with to buy this and have it separate for this video. If that's not the saddest thing you've heard all week, then your life's super depressing. Yeah. Hopefully it's not like messed up in any way. Hopefully they didn't like add in a little extra because I bought more from them or whatever. I hope that's not the case, but we'll see. There's 2 separate packages. I gotta figure out which one is the stuff I bought and which is the random lot. Okay, it looks like there's not gonna be. Oh, here we go. Okay, perfect. Random 5, and this is the ones I bought. Perfect. Thank you for that. They do give me a nice discount on the ones I bought as a bundle, which is really nice of them. I'm still not gonna plug them because I don't know. It feels weird to do that. But thank you for that. However, I'm still going to judge this random 5, and I feel like I'll be able to pick up if you did like boost this in any way because I bought more from you. You're probably not watching this. eBay sellers is not watching this probably, but if you are, I'm sorry for lying. Okay, cards. Anyway, all right. Cards, mostly good condition except for this one. This one's not in best condition either. Shade Strike is pretty cool. Tricolor Fist. Neat. I haven't seen these cards before. I mean, I think I've seen Shade Strike, but like I've never had one. Had a card like that. It's pretty interesting. The mantra's body like twisted around is the backwards. It's gone to the random 5. I'm really praying to God. I realized after I said, like, man, I probably shouldn't have said anything. I probably should have been like, I probably just should have let it happen, and I'll sort it myself. But I realized that, like, man, they might have got skewed a little bit. They might have done some little extra because they know, like, I'm doing this because I'm playing with my friends or whatever. I don't know. I don't think anyone believes that in the first place. They probably think I'm bullshitting, but this guy doesn't fucking have friends. Anyway, first one. Chaos Foxbat. Chaos Foxbat. Not the best edition. Doesn't seem to want to open. Okay, I think my worries of them giving me stuff in my favor because I bought more from them and told them something bullshit is completely out the window, because this thing just doesn't really want to open, like, at all. Even if I put it on the gate card like that, no, doesn't seem to work. And Foxbat is definitely like a really common Bakugan too, so not great. Actually, you know what? As weird as it is, as crappy as this is, as a Foxbat that's not working, I'm kind of relieved that they didn't hook me up. You know, I wanted this to be unbiased. So I'm almost kind of relieved. However, this thing doesn't work, so I am still upset. I don't know if I'm more relieved or more upset, but we'll find out with the next one, I guess. It's a wired, a Subterra wired. Interesting. That does work. Hey, you know what? That's okay. I never had a wired before. Subterra one is interesting. You know, funnily enough, I think the Subterra colors actually work better on wire than the Ventus one does. Because, like, Jesus, I don't know how to close this thing. Because, like, the yellow and, like, white, I think it is, that's striped along this looks so bad on Wired and Altair. But the brown and silver actually looks pretty nice on this, not gonna lie. I'm kind of curious on how an Altair would look with this. These legs don't seem to want to work. Well, that leg doesn't seem to want to work. That one seems fine. This leg seems a little stuck. Once again, I'm not breaking my nail over this, so it's just gonna have to be like this. I mean, it's a cooler looking Bakugan, I guess. Not much to say about it. At least it works, like the Fox Bat, so that's nice. Still, no signs of bias, so I'm relieved with that. This one is open. It's a trap. It's a Pyrus Balaton. Okay. Second one with a trap now. Balaton is definitely way more common than like the Dynamo. Did I put the Dynamo away? Oh wow, it was sticky, it was gross. Anyway, who cares? Balaton's definitely one of the more common ones. So, yeah, no bias so far. Balaton is a decent looking trap though. I like it. Not like it works. Not like impressed by it. Again, I feel like I should be mad. I mean, not mad. I should be mad about this. These two are fine. But honestly, I'm just relieved that there's no bias. I was honestly kind of sweating about it. I'm like, fuck. I also didn't mention, this was $30. So far, the second one is blowing it out of the water. And that's with potential bias attached to this. But maybe because he gave me a discount on the other ones that I bought myself, he was like, fuck this guy. He robbed me blind for a bunch of Bakugan. I'm going to screw him over and ruin his game. I don't know. The point just making shit up. Okay, the second and last one, though. I feel another trap in here. I also feel a Bakugor? What the fuck? Okay, thanks for the free Bakugor. Okay, I'm going to take this trap because I already felt it. This is... Oh, a Triad Sphinx, something like that. In Subterra, which I feel like it should be its native attribute if it had one. Hey, I mean, if this had to be in any attribute, Subterra would be the one I picked, so I'm not too mad about this. The Triads are very good. They have three attributes to choose from instead of just two, like some of them do. And the native attribute, I guess. I don't remember it. Again, I don't remember any of them saying they would include traps or like if they guaranteed some amount of traps or whatever. But okay, to be fair, with the overlapping attribute, if he did keep it in mind that I was playing with friends, if you had to include overlapping attributes, I guess it should be for a trap. But I don't know, maybe I'm making excuses because I feel bad that I thought this guy would be biased or something, or making shit up about this random person on eBay. Definitely the best pull so far though from this lot. For $30, still not impressed, but we'll see if this got wins of it. I was gonna say maybe this will save it. This will not save it. Yep, kind of the thing that I expected to see a lot of. A Cosmic Ingram. If there was a mascot of bulk Bakugan, I think it would be. I think it would be Cosmic Ingram. You see these things everywhere, and especially Akos. I feel like out of all the attributes, I've seen Akos the most. So that's kind of funny that I found an Akos one in here too. I mean, I don't hate Cosmic Ingram. I actually do kind of like the model. I mean, Akos would be my first pick for it, even if I do love Akos. It's just the fact that you do see these in every single lot ever. I guess I'll roll this one then. Why not? Yippee! I mean, I guess technically it beats the first one out, but I don't know. It was $8 more than the first one, and it wasn't that much better. It still had one that, like, I would consider this one not functional for use. Okay, this one had two traps, which honestly I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a huge fan of traps, but at least one of them was native. It was also all new Vestroya stuff. At least the first one had some Battle Waller stuff. This is hard. This is hard to rate them. Let me line them all up, and then maybe I'll make a decision off of that. Here is all three of them lined up together. Two that are closed are the broken ones, because they won't fucking open on my gate card. Two of them had broken Bakugan. which I feel like should immediately disqualify them in terms of the best one. And I mean, this one had a native attribute guardian, a cool Gundalians guy, and like a B1 and 2 like pretty okay generic guys. So I think no contest, this one absolutely wins in terms of the best one. And then for these two, it's kind of tough to tell. This one okay, I guess since this one both had one that's like kind of iffy, one that's dirty, one that's sticky and gross, and then another one that's sticky and gross, and then like one guy that's like fine. The Darkest Alpha Personal's fine. I guess this would just automatically disqualify it. Although I'm not saying I'm impressed by this one either. I mean, this one also had a broken guy. None of them were gross, at least. But the only thing that came like a native attribute is like the trap. And it had 2 traps. If we're saying between these two, I guess I would take the first one just because of the Dynamo and the Alpha Percival. But the other 3 are kind of just unacceptable, I'd say. Especially this one being this gross and sticky. This one being kind of not fully okay. Well, it seems fine now. And then this one also being a little dirty. This one also being sticky. Like, all these are tainted. It was the cheapest. I get, maybe that's something I should consider. This was $8 more, and it's like the only thing that's really better about it is that it's not gross. Which, I mean, that's a pretty low bar if you ask me. I don't know. I honestly can't pick between these two. They're both not great at all. I'm not happy with either of them. This one though, I'm very happy about. I think this is definitely the best one. The $28 one, definitely the best one. Middle of the line, gave the best. None of them were gross. One of them is like weird, not like fully functional, but it can work if you get it right. A really cool guardian and native attribute. This guy, which is like, again, now one of my new favorite Canadian invaders, Bakugan. Like 2 pretty cool generics. I mean, if we compare, even if you could put these 2 together with just this one still beats it out, because again, there's so many of these that are broken or gross. So yeah, the second lot definitely wins. Shout out to you, eBay seller, that I'm not gonna name because that feels weird. But yeah, that's it for this, I guess. Don't do this. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, do what you want. It's your money, I guess, unless you steal your parents' credit card or whatever. But don't do this, because yeah, sure, you could get something like this for a good price, or you get something like this gross sticky thing that won't open, and it's terrible. Like you know, Bakugan buying on eBay is like a box of chocolates. It's usually just a bunch of gross shit and then just one good thing that you actually want. You could tell me if you've ever done one of these in the comments below. Tell me what you got, if your experience was good. Maybe tell me which lot of these you prefer. Or maybe just tell me, why the fuck did you waste your money on this? This seems like a complete waste of time. And I would almost agree with you. But I'm going to say this is educational content, so it doesn't matter how much money I spent. At least you know what not to do. But that'll be the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please like and share and subscribe maybe. Again, $90 for this. It was kind of absurd, but you gotta do what you gotta do to make content, I guess. And I do want to make more general Bakugan content in the future. This was not intended to be the first thing I do, but I just really was really curious of what I would get. So it just happened to become the first thing I do. But I have a lot more planned. If you have any suggestions, maybe leave them down below. I might do them. Hopefully something that doesn't cost money, because this kind of put me down the hole, I'm not gonna lie. Especially with the other stuff I bought from this seller. I'm not doing good. So probably not gonna do something with eBay again. But if you have other ideas for Bakugan content, just let me know. I know it's not about the game, but I did make a game with my friends on Bakugan. If you want to check it out, it's like probably the last video I made before this, or I'll just leave in the description. Who knows? Check it out, Bakugan anime style. It's a great game. I still don't know how to end these videos, so I ended by showing you footage of me throwing these 2 pieces of shit in the trash can.